And finally, some of the toughest experiences in life leave marks on our bodies, like scars or tattoos. We'll meet a man who offers a transformation that is not only physical. It's a Friday afternoon at the Chinatown Library. Among the people gathering in a meeting room there is a quiet young woman named Regina. She says that on her shoulder is the name of an old abusive boyfriend.
It's my ex's name. So, and it's just bring back bad memories because of him and what he used to do to me. So.
Everyone here seems to share two things: a tattoo or other body mark they wish they didn't have, and a piece of their life they want to put behind them.
I came to the United States in 1983, got involved in the gang war, and somebody got killed, and I went to prison for 12 years and 9 months for accessory to murder.
Israel Vargas has been out of prison for 8 years and now runs a Chicago nonprofit. Regina Daniels may have been cheerful about showing us the tattoo, but she says sometimes it keeps her up at night.
One of my friends, when I was incarcerated, they were telling me about, there's this guy, he does really good tattoos. He covers up old ones.
That guy is Eric Dean Spruth. Eric has a master's degree from the School of the Art Institute and makes his living as an art therapist at Cook County Jail. But on the side, he helps people transform their old tattoos, and sometimes their lives.
I have 2 kids, I have 2 children, and so I need to make sure that the message that I'm sending out there is a positive one, not a negative one. And by having this on my back, I've always had to worry about having my shirt off in a water park with my kids, and who's going to be around and what they're going to take of it.
Eric calls his work sacred transformations.
The difference between a cover-up at a traditional shop and a transformative work is our works take about 6 to 8 months.
The tattoo doesn't take that long. It's the process of coming up with a new design.
And I encourage you to draw right on the original artwork, anything you like or dislike.
Israel Vargas first came to Eric about 4 months ago, but today he's getting his first look at some sketches. They're based on his own ideas and research. And this is an important part of sacred transformations, finding images and symbols for a tattoo that will represent your new life.
I think that being able to look inside and really think about your life and what do you want to tell people through this really helps in learning more about yourself, what you've done, where you're going.
Israel Vargas seems to already know where he's going. He's got a good job, he's married with 2 kids, and he's bought a house. He wants his new tattoo to include gargoyles. He says that's because while they often represent the struggle between good and evil, they are essentially good.
I've always been battling between good and evil, and now evil is behind me, and I'm moving forward.
So what's been going on since I saw you last time?
Nothing much. I've been trying to get my GED, but that's not working too good.
What's the problem? Did you check that guy, Jonathan?
Regina is not quite as far down that path. She's on probation for receiving a stolen vehicle. And while she has a new boyfriend and dreams of being a pediatrician, she knows she may need a little help to stay on track. And if that's part of what you want, Eric is happy to stay on your case. Regina's new tattoo, a fairy who fixes things.
When I first seen the very first movie of Tinkerbell, it described what a tink was. And a tink is a fairy that fixes things. And I think of my mom like that, because when I have a problem, I go to my mom.
A few weeks later, Regina is ready for her tattoo. She takes one last look at how the old one will be covered up by the new one. She gives it her final approval. The drawing is transferred to her shoulder, and the work can begin. Becoming a Sacred Transformations client starts with filling out an application, and it's not a simple one.
One of my friends gave it to me. I was like, really? A 5-page application that I have to fill out?
Eric says the application itself is part of transforming your life. Even getting a copy of it becomes part of the process. You've got to find it on the internet and print it out yourself.
If I was just providing people an application, they may lose the chance to do something really important right from the get-go. why don't you have access to the internet? Well, I don't have a computer. Well, where's your library card? I don't have a library card. Why don't you have a library card? It's the most valuable thing in my wallet.
If necessary, a Sacred Transformations volunteer will meet you at the library and help you get a card and get onto a computer.
You know how much it costs to print up to 5 pages at public libraries? Nothing. You're allowed to print 5 pages at no cost. Our application's 5 pages. So if one of our clients stops right there, I'm a happy guy, because now they can get on the internet, they can look for jobs, they can explore things that interest them.
And what percentage of applications are approved? All of them. How much do you charge for this?
All our services are free. Everything's free, Jay.
Why? You probably could charge for it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to. I had a vision to do this work. I made a vow to start the program, and for the most part, my wife and I fund the program, and we operate the program with beautiful army of volunteers.
Eric is the only tattoo artist in Sacred Transformations. Volunteers work on the designs, the applications, the interviews. Since they began about 6 years ago, Eric and his volunteers have transformed more than 100 tattoos. Another 250 people are in process. We weren't able to stick around long enough to see Eric finish Regina's tattoo. But in case you're wondering, here's another look at the original, and here's the transformation. At least the part that's skin deep.